Refused an elective exam. The school's policy on the CLEP exam stated it was optional, but my administration claimed it was mandatory for my major. When I refused to take it, they threatened me with academic probation, citing a supposed requirement. I was confused and frustrated, as this contradicted the official policy. The situation quickly became heated, with the school insisting I had to take the exam or face consequences, setting the stage for our conflict. I decided to investigate further and looked into the policies of other schools in the area regarding the CLEP exam. What I found was surprising, as several schools had no requirement for students to take the exam, and some even offered alternative assessments. This contradicted the claims made by my school's administration, which stated that taking the exam was a mandatory requirement for the elective course. I also discovered that the College Board, the organization that administers the CLEP exam, did not have any requirements for students to take the exam as a prerequisite for college credit. This revelation raised questions about the accuracy of the information provided by my school, and I began to wonder if I was being misled. The inconsistencies I found led me to believe that my school's policy may have been more restrictive than necessary, and that I had a legitimate reason to refuse the exam. This new information gave me the confidence to continue disputing the school's claims and to take my concerns to a higher authority. I decided to take my concerns to the school district, hoping they could provide some clarity on the situation. I met with a representative who listened to my side of the story, and I was surprised by the principal's response when they got involved. The principal told me that I was being unrealistic and that my refusal to take the exam, along with my decision to escalate the situation, would ultimately hurt my chances of being successful in college. They implied that my handling of the situation showed a lack of maturity and responsibility. I was taken aback by this, as I had simply been trying to stand up for what I believed was right. The principal's words stuck with me, making me wonder if I had indeed overreacted. However, I still couldn't shake off the feeling that the school was being unfair and that I was being penalized for speaking out. This encounter left me with more questions than answers, and I began to doubt my own judgment. To recap, I refused to take an elective exam, which led to a dispute with my school administration, and eventually, I escalated the situation to the school district. Throughout this process, I've been met with resistance and warnings that my actions would have negative consequences on my academic career. The question remains, was I in the wrong for standing my ground and refusing to take an exam that I didn't believe was necessary? By sharing my story, I hope to spark a discussion and gain some insight from others who may have found themselves in similar situations. It's clear that the school's policy and my own beliefs clashed, but the real issue at hand is whether my actions were justified or if I overreacted. I'd like to hear from you. Was I being unreasonable, or was I right to challenge the system and advocate for myself? One thing is certain, this experience has taught me the importance of questioning authority and standing up for what I believe in, even if it means going against the norm.